More tears and tantrums behind the scenes of that, well, some might suggest yet another big return for the former cable TV actress and sometime royal herself, the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, looking, many people say, divisive in this red Carolina Herrera dress. And I don't know about you, but as I've often said here on the show, I know nothing about fashion and, really can't comment on anything of that level. But what I would say is that it did look, well, ill-fitting. And when you consider that you are going to be on the red carpet picked apart and of course looked at from all angles, you might have suggested maybe getting a full-length mirror and making sure that you had a chum on side to say, actually, this is not the best look. However, she decided to repurpose it, as they often say in the fashion world, and air it once again after wearing it previously at another awards due film premiere or something like that. They all mingle into one another. But behind the scenes, let me tell you, things were very, very much on the cusp of tears, tantrums, and of course, some might suggest no tiara. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time today. Lovely to have your company. And by the way, I just can't thank everybody enough. We're edging towards 350,000 chums. Yeah, well, I know, well, we all know each other, don't we? Well, of course we do. But, 350,000, I mean, it's incredible. I can't thank you enough. And obviously, it'd be lovely when we get to 350,000. But I mean, I'm stunned, I'm talking to you, you're my friends, and I'm thinking to myself, it's just you and me. Well, it is, isn't it, really? I mean, that's the thing, let's be honest, I love sharing bits and pieces with you because it's nice to find, as I often say, the feedback, and I often think as well, really, we're a small world because we all sort of like the same things and we all complain more or less about the same things, don't we? Nothing gets done. Have you noticed? I'm not telling you what I've noticed, I'll just share this with you. In shops, have you noticed now, there's no assistants, are they? They're just shelf fillers, and I don't mean that rudely to retail staff. They never want to help you. Have you noticed that? It's kind of, you're an interruption to the fact that they're doing a job, and you might need to know whether it's, where the icing sugar is or whatever. It's and they get up or just point at things, and you think, sorry for disturbing you as you're listening to your phone during work time. You weren't allowed to do any of that, were you? No, neither was I. It's a bit like this particular story, breaking of course. Meghan Markle behind the scenes at this, latest charitable event. I told you it was back and forth as to whether Meghan would actually attend, simply because she rushed this idea, all because, of course, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, had done a wonderful gesture with that lovely lady who's going through a terrible time herself, and that literally hit the headlines. That's how you work the royal rota, as it were. That was such a heartwarming story, and to the poor lady herself was apparently just stunned when William and Catherine walked through the door in Windsor, because she didn't think that was happening. She just thought she was going to be, photographing the investiture, which would have been wonderful in itself. And as I say, a heartwarming story. Back to Meghan though, behind the scenes, she had something of a meltdown literally before she went. And it's all down to this, the Hollywood Reporter. She is absolutely gripped by fear about going out in public, because now she feels that people are just going to shout things like bully, diva duchess, demon in dictator in high heels, all of that sort of stuff. These things do get back. She reads every piece of media post, social media post, whatever she says, they're all across it. And it took a lot of persuasion. Apparently this is the reason why the hair and makeup were a little bit, shall we say, skew whiff and not the glamorous look that she thought. Personally, I thought the outfit was inappropriate for a children's charity. I thought the lady that she went with looked rather elegant and exactly the sort of look that you should go for, but it's each to the individual. As I've told you, I'm not a fashion person, so I don't know. You can only offer a comment. But yes, behind the scenes, Meghan, literally was having something of a meltdown. Nothing to do with Prince Harry. She didn't need him. That was clearly obvious. Hence the reason she was gripping alongside the lady next to her. She felt at any point that somebody in the media could shout it out or start booing. And this is the situation she's got now, because clearly Harry and Meghan are going separately down this path. And this is because Harry knows himself he's not the problem, whichever way you dress it. It wasn't only the red of the dress apparently that set Meghan Markle off looking blushy, it was the fact that she didn't really want to go on the red carpet. She would have liked to have attended, controlled the pictures behind the scenes and had a one-to-one chat. But they said you have to go on the carpet. So she swallowed her pride and did it. But again, at what cost? Neil Sean, Kensington, London.